So this week, we're going to, amongst this beautiful weather right now, we are going to dig into Arbroath Abbey, which is right down the street, which I find incredible that I live in one of the most important places in Scotland. And Arbroath Abbey has a lot of that in there. It's kind of like the birthplace of Scottish independence, from what I'm reading more. And I'm finding that going to other sites and stuff that we've been visiting around Scotland in this area and stuff, it seems like everything goes back to the referencing of this abbey. So I'm going to take you on a journey of that. After being here for almost a year, me and Peter finally ventured to the abbey and thoroughly enjoyed it. Really had a good time. So sit back, hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you back. Bye. All right. Today we are at Arbroath Abbey, which we finally are getting into after being here for almost a year. But we're finally going to go to it. So that's what we're going to do today. Peter got some free tickets for that, so we're going to enjoy that. So this is what we're going to look at.
That is a big building.
Yeah. It's really big, isn't it, Peter? But yeah. So our appointment's at 10 o'clock to go in, and we got a half hour. So we're going to go and find some coffee, and we'll catch up with you when we're entering the Abbey. Bye. So, before we begin into the Abbey, I just want to give you a bit of a history on the Abbey. I'm going to turn it around now. The Abbey was founded in 1178 by King William I. It was dedicated to St. Thomas for the former Archbishop of Canterbury, who was assassinated by knights loyal to the King Henry II of England. It remained an important religious center for many years, but it's probably best known for its association with the Declaration of Arbroath. This was a letter to the Pope sent in 1320 by the Baron of the Earl of Scotland. It asked him to recognize their king, Robert the Bruce, and help bring an end to the grueling war with England. It is now regarded one of Scotland's most important historical documents. Arbroath Abbey later came to be seen as a symbol of Scottish nationalhood, so much so that the Stone of Destiny was left here following its removal from Westminster Palace in London in 1950. The ruined abbey still stands a majestic expression of medieval church power with a dramatic story to tell. And I have to say, a lot of the places that me and Peter visit always refer back to Arbroath and this building, or this abbey. And it's right down the street from us. So, I find it fascinating, and I cannot wait to dive deeper into it. The Stone of Destiny was found beside the high altar in March 1951, because we went to Perth and saw the Destiny Stone, and it was brought here in 1951, 3 months after its removal from Westminster Abbey. I was telling you about those students that stole it and brought it up to Scotland. This is where they dropped it off. This was great because it put Arbroath on the map at that time. And also, too, it's also been known to say that this has been the place of Scottish independence. 1320. Thank you, Peter. So, of the visit of Arbroath of King I and Queen Grad during the building of the Abbey. Oh.
Is that the video she was talking about?
Yeah.
Would have been...
That's what this would look like back then. Yeah. But inside. That's the inside, Peter.
Wow.
Wow. Oh. Okay, so this brings us back to what I said earlier. Date with Destiny. In the 12th century, 20th century, there was a growing awareness of the Declaration of Arbroath and its significance. The Abbey came to see an important the Abbey came to be seen as an important to the nation's identity. There's the stone. The Abbey's special significance was emphasized in the 1950s when it was found itself playing host to the Stone of Destiny, an ancient symbol of Scottish monarchy. The stone was used for centuries in king-making ceremonies at Scone, which we were near Perth the other day. When Edward I invaded in 1296, he took it to London to assert his dominance over Scottish sovereignty. Centuries later, four Scottish students decided it should be returned, and on Christmas night, 1950, they retrieved it by stealth. After hiding it for 3 months, they disposed it at Arbroath Abbey, which they had chosen as a focus for the campaign for Scottish independence. In April 1951, the stone was found by the Abbey custodian, James Wishart, and it had been laid at the high altar wrapped in a Scottish saltire flag. Wow. And that's a replica of the stone, which we saw the one in Perth. Yeah. And there is footage of the historical pageantry and commemoration staged at the Abbey over nearly 60 years. Well, and we saw the real thing. Anyways, we're on our way down. We were walking out of the museum, and this is what we're walking into. I bought the book because I wanted to get a better understanding. The Abbey was founded in 1178 by King William I, and it was dedicated to St. Thomas, the former Archbishop of Canterbury, like I said before, who was assassinated by knights loyal to King Henry II of England.
Well, come here, Tom.
Yeah.
Go in here, and we actually enter the nave.
Oh, okay.
So this, between these two columns, is actually the nave.
Where?
Goes to the end of the building. So
Oh.
the front of the building, where the gates are.
Uh-huh.
All this would have been a roof.
Yeah. We would have had a roof over our head here.
And here,
And there's that thing, the picture with all those windows across from us. But what would go on, Peter?
and between these two columns, that's the nave. So this would have been the border, like along there.
Yeah.
So this is the nave.
The Abbey was, it remains an important religious center for many years, but it's probably best known for its association with the Declaration of Arbroath. This was a letter to the Pope sent in 1320 by the barons and earls of Scotland. It asked him to recognize the King Robert the Bruce and help bring an end to the grueling war with England. It is now regarded as one of Scotland's most important historical documents, which we saw. This was massive, wasn't it? Peter? This was massive, wasn't it? Yeah. See, it's interesting. Arbroath Abbey later came to be seen as a symbol of Scottish nationalhood, so much that the Stone of Destiny was left here following its removal from Westminster Palace in London in 1950. Oh, wow, okay. We found the grave of, who was it again, Peter?
William the Lion, King of the Scots, 1165 to 1214.
So this was the altar, wasn't it, Peter? Because he was laid at the rest at the altar.
Yeah, I guess he was, and then the altar would have been just up here.
Yeah, in front of the altar. Interesting.
That side, and I'll look at the cemetery later.
I'm really glad I brought the book. Yeah, the cemetery we're going to look at later, but from what we understand, let me just turn you around. The cemetery is over there, and to this day, from what the lady said in the museum, people are still looking for their ancestors, or they come here to look for their ancestors in this graveyard. So, anyways, we're going to search that later, but we're going to move on. No. I'm going to turn this off. Wow, that's impressive to me. So. Okay. Yeah. She did say be careful. I wonder what the mausoleum over there is.
You can't get into it.
No, you can look through it. So, what is this?
A reverend, he's obviously a church person.
What does this say?
James,
Bookseller.
Bookseller. Mm.
But why is everybody... This is like a weird thing here.
Mm.
Also memory of his son John Hay, born, died 1928. So I'm going to turn you around. We're going to go check this out because it looks like a bit of a mausoleum kind of thing going on here. Sorry. Let's see. No, it's a family. It's a family mausoleum kind of plot.
This is the Ogg family.
Yeah, we got another family on the other side there. So, yeah.
Well, this Robert guy died in the wreck of the Triton of Arbroath in 1828.
That's the middle one there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. We've read about that one.
And then they've got little graves. I don't know if they're
they're part of the family. Yeah. This is when I say Henderson or Dickinson. Sorry.
Oh, he was a banker. He would have been quite rich then.
Well, hence
Oh, yeah, and
having their own.
David Lewis and Dixon. He was a commander in the Royal Navy.
And
then they got their little graves there.
We're going to end it here. What do you think of the Abbey?
It was very impressive. Very impressive. Yeah. It's worth a visit. It's £5 each for adults, although we got him free again for our historic Scotland membership.
Yeah.
But it's.
And what a way to celebrate our 25th anniversary.
Yeah, which we completely forgot yesterday. 1st of March was our 25th anniversary, and we completely forgot.
Yeah. So,
hey-ho.
anyways, but yeah, I'm going to end it there. But see you later. Bye.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I could spend all day there. There's so much to read and everything. But I did get the book, so I will educate myself even more on the Abbey down the street. Anyways, next week we are going to, it's called Hospital Field, which is another important building here in Arbroath. We went to Mortuary House last year. I'm going to put those together because they keep referencing the two together. So next week will be us going to Hospital Field. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this video too. So just remember to give me a thumbs up, like, and let me know how what you thought in your comments and stuff, because I do like your comments and stuff. Anyways, take care, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you more content in the future. It also helps us to make the channel grow. And once again, thank you so much for watching.